Imagine Earth spinning silently through space at over 1,600 kilometers per hour. It's a motion so constant, so ancient, that we never stop to question it. But what if, just for 5 seconds, that motion came to a complete halt? Today we explore a scenario that defies imagination. What if the Earth stopped spinning for 5 terrifying seconds? Earth has been spinning since its birth 4.6 billion years ago. During the chaotic formation of the solar system, massive clouds of gas and dust swirled around the young sun. As particles collided and clumped together, those forces created a rotating planet, our home. And like a figure skater pulling in their arms to spin faster, Earth has conserved that motion ever since. With almost no resistance in space, it's expected to keep spinning for billions more years. One rotation every 24 hours gives us day and night. But now, let's break that rule of nature. Earth doesn't slow down gradually, it stops instantly. No warning, no transition. One moment everything is normal, the next the planet locks in place. But here's the twist, the atmosphere doesn't stop. The air around the planet keeps moving at the same speed Earth was spinning. At the equator, that means wind speeds of up to 1,670 kilometers per hour, faster than a commercial jet. If you're standing anywhere along the equator, you wouldn't just feel a gust of wind, you'd be hit with a force powerful enough to rip everything from the ground. These winds wouldn't just knock you over, they'd tear trees from the soil, level cities, and shred concrete like paper. Steel-reinforced buildings? Gone. Vehicles, rooftops, and entire forests would be hurled across the landscape. And this isn't just happening on land. Oceans don't stop either. Water would surge eastward with unimaginable force. Massive tsunamis would slam into continents, reshaping coastlines in seconds. Farther from the equator, the rotational speed is slightly slower, but still deadly. In Europe, North America, and most of Asia, winds could reach 1,000 to 1,400 kilometers per hour. Anything not anchored to bedrock would be launched. Skyscraper windows would shatter instantly. Mountain ranges would be battered. Deserts would become airborne, turning continents into sandblasting zones. And remember, this is all happening in just 5 seconds. But there's more. The Earth's outer crust isn't a single solid piece. When the planet stops, the molten mantle beneath continues to shift. The result? Catastrophic earthquakes would detonate along fault lines. Volcanoes could rupture unexpectedly as forces tear at the crust. Entire tectonic plates would jolt from the sudden change in momentum. Above you, the sky turns violent. The difference in motion between the planet and its atmosphere creates shockwaves across entire continents. Dust, debris, rock, and water are lifted into the air, blocking out the sun. Airplanes in flight would be ripped apart mid-air or sent tumbling out of control. This is not a weather event, it's atmospheric destruction. From orbit, satellites would briefly experience chaos. The sudden shift in Earth's rotation would disrupt their trajectories. Some would drift off course. Others could burn up in the atmosphere or collide with each other, creating deadly space debris. The International Space Station, it would lurch unpredictably, possibly compromising its structure. And then, just as suddenly, Earth begins spinning again. But this isn't a simple restart. The atmosphere, now in chaos, would crash back into alignment with the surface. Fires, storms, and global dust clouds would rage for days. The oceans, displaced by sudden momentum, would slosh violently, flooding inland regions and swallowing entire coastlines. Injured tectonic plates would continue to shake, triggering aftershocks across the planet. In just 5 seconds, humanity could lose the world it knows. Billions would be swept away, infrastructure would vanish, ecosystems would collapse. But some life, deep underground, underwater, in remote caves or trenches, might endure. Earth would still be a planet, but not the one we left behind. So what if Earth stopped spinning for just 5 seconds? It would take less than a heartbeat to erase everything humanity has built. And maybe that's a reminder. The forces that shape our world aren't just powerful, they're essential. Our planet spins not by chance, but by cosmic design, and as long as it keeps turning, so does life. Until next time, stay curious.